spaceship. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Had some people get discorded, just ignored it. Destiny is more important, so I just had to abort it. Yeah. Find me with my dogs in my solitude. Watch my family grow from 4 to a multitude. Been living it below sea level, finna rise to another altitude. Been searching, seeking knowledge, but all the time I had the aptitude. I flipped my mindset to the switch to say I will not lose. Mama said them sticks and stones won't break my bones, I never bruise. Whenever it come to trouble, many girls pull a tongue, we always cruise. I heard other dog owners get it out for me, but it ain't no news. I got 4 in the dough in Memphis so they can get the blues. If you need a few clues, they'll blow off your under rules. Send your compliment to the new girls I got coming through. Send your compliments to the new girls I got coming through. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be. My mind keep visualizing future times, beautiful android girls surrounding me. Filling my cup, full of joy, keep my life full of glee. Plenty ups, never down, the way that life's supposed to be. But unfortunately, if she a Terminator, then I'ma have to terminate it. Gotta get rid of negative vibes, gotta go through negative foes, gotta block out negative voices, gotta get rid of negative souls. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Out of space, out of world, out of galaxy with a different girl. Silicone, a TPE, it really don't matter which one it be.
Yeah, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy, J. King Hefner and the beautiful Cali Sun, and we're back again for another episode of the Dog King Power Hour. And the title of today's episode is Dawn of a New Age. Dawn of a New Age. And boy, what do I mean by that? We'll get to that right about now. Look, I was having a few first things first, I was having a few technical difficulties here with my microphone. I was trying to get it to where I could listen to it out of my earphones, and for whatever reason, I don't think it's quite working like I wanted it to. So I'm going to hold on. It's acting like it's connected though. Hold on, guy. Let me see. Okay, it says connected. I'm gonna check something before. Hey, look, I'm sorry. Look, I'm doing this at the beginning of the show. Look, I'm just trying to make sure that this is if it's not gonna work, I'm gonna take these earphones off. I'm gonna turn this music down. If I can't hear this music, I know that this is not working right now. Oh, Tap to set up. Okay, let me see. I don't hear anything. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna I was hoping to get these earphones working, but I don't think they are. So I'm gonna turn those off. So good morning, good morning. I want to send blessings out to everybody that's tuned in right now. Everybody, sorry about that beginning. But I want to send blessings out to you, whatever you've been praying for, abundance, increase, overflow. We're definitely praying it over you, whether you're tuning in off the bat, or whether you're tuning in at a later date. We really appreciate you. We're going to give you a regular old rundown. If you ever want to contribute to the show, you can always do a super chat, super sticker during a live stream. You can do a super thanks on individual video. You can go to my About and you can contribute Cash App or PayPal. That comes directly to me, no cuts or anything. And you can also contribute to my Biking for Companion Dogs fundraiser. And on that particular fundraiser, that's going to be doing a lot of things to basically help me keep going. Improve things around the show, add equipment, whatever it may be. It's basically going to be helping me keep going. And for all of those who hear this, who are regular contributors, I don't want you to be feeling extra burdened down or anything when I say things of that nature by contributing. I appreciate all that you do. For those who are a bit less fortunate in a bad situation, hey, don't beat yourself up as well. However you can contribute, that's what I appreciate. And a lot of times I get these announcements, it's not to beat up the people that regularly contribute. No, I appreciate what you do. Hey, it could be somebody new that tunes in, that has the ability to bless the show as well. So I want to make sure they hear these things. But for my regular contributors, I appreciate you. And I don't want to, once again, it's several disclaimers here. I don't want to downgrade what you do and by telling the people who can't give that I appreciate them as well. That's not what I'm doing. We're just at all different stages in life. Some people can contribute, and I really appreciate it. Some people can only contribute by viewing, and I appreciate that as well. So I just want to let you know all the ways you can help and keep this show going, because that's really my main focus right now, is keeping going, no matter what. Not reverting to some former lifestyle where you guys see me once a week, twice a month. No. I don't want to revert to that. I want to keep going. And with you, your help, as well as other people, man, that's exactly what's going to happen. And before I move on, there's a few things I got to say. And I'm going to say my good mornings, come to the chat. But I do want to say this. If you have contributed to this show, I want you to know the impact has been felt. The impact has been felt. Just contributing to the daily maintenance of this show. And you guys are going to be seeing all types of improvements and things. But even if you do see that, I do not want you to think that, hey, the show doesn't need funding, because it does. Just to keep going on a daily basis. But thank you to everybody. First off, I have to say happy birthday to my mom. She got another year younger today, looking beautiful, sexy. Hey, look, getting better looking with time, getting younger with time. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, look, everybody should feel this way. But of course, I feel like she's the best, the ultimate mother in the whole universe. So if she's watching right now, I want to send my love to her. Love her and appreciate her. And glad that, she's still here with me. And for everybody else that has their mothers out there, I want to send blessings out there to you. And if your mother isn't with you, I want to send blessings out to you. She wherever she is, believe me, she's holding her arms out to you, giving you that big hug, no matter where she is, because a mother's love never stops, baby. So now, I do want to say official welcome back to Carol Rush. She was my first official Dog King Army team member, and she is actually back now. She came back as a viewer recently, but she became an official Dog King member again last Dog King Power Hour. I've made several videos since then, but I just want to definitely welcome her back into the fold. Appreciate having her. Like I always tell her, things just aren't the same without her freshly clean vagina whipping around the show. So I'm glad she's back. I really appreciate her. Oh, okay. And I want to say a special thanks also to my team within the team, the Dog King Army. Every single one of you are very, very important to me, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna let Carol sort of have the stage. I'm not gonna read everybody's names off this particular time, but if you're a Dog King Army member, I know you guys will be checking in throughout the show, and I just want to send special shouts out to all of you for your contributions. And if you're just a normal viewer, we would love to have you on this squad. It's always wrong on the Dog King Army team, baby. But with all that said, we're going to say our good mornings here in a second, but I'm going to give you a brief overview of what Dawn of a New Age means. I sort of started out this week sort of delving back into the AI robotic talk a little bit. I started out with something that I saw called a Three King robot, and I'm going to get into that later. It's going to be fun when I talk about it. They could pronounce it Three King. I pronounced it Three King only because they have it mashed together as one word. But I started this week off talking about that. And yesterday I did a small little toe in the pond talking about Sophia, the AI robot. It's a few other robots out there like her as well. But I just did I just dipped my toes a little bit in the pond to sort of hint on what's going on out here in developments with AI. But I definitely am going to dip my toe back into her subject at a future date, when I can sort of try to share a little bit more visual things with you. But right now, I just want to definitely open the door for a little bit more AI talk. But as far as today's show is concerned, it's really not built around AI talk or anything per se. A dawn of a new age. It's really about an evolution. It's about an evolution. It's about an evolution as far as the whole show and the direction and things of that nature. The show is going to evolve. It's going to become a lot of different things here. It already is a lot of different things as far as subject matters, but it's gonna evolve here very soon. You guys are gonna be seeing new things, and it is gonna be the dawn of a new age. And I'm just so happy to have all of you guys on this trail with me. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I've been so busy behind the scenes, working 24/7, honestly, just trying to figure out how this new age is going to come together. And I just believe that everything that's coming up is going to be amazing. And I almost shared a picture of Red Dawn, the old movie Red Dawn. It was one of my favorite movies, not the new crap, but the old movie Red Dawn. To show the invading forces coming to America and all this stuff. And the young kids had to defeat the army or whatever. And they brought about the dawn of a new age. or either you could think about the Terminators when they came out with the dawn of a new age when the Terminators started taking over. Well, mine isn't a hostile takeover. Mine is just a evolution. It's going to be an evolution, and it's one I'm excited for because I love this journey, love everything about it. So with all that said, let me check in with my people right quick who won the contest, because as you guys have known, you guys have been popping in early, and I haven't been able to check in. I've been getting prepared to the last second, so I haven't checked in to see who's been, to give my hello so I can crown the winner. And I always tell you, when I don't check in early and I come in on a live stream like I am now, I'm going to go with the first person I see. So it looks like Johnny K has pulled off another victory. And what I mean by victory is I always say whoever gets in here first on the Dog King Power Hour, I write your name down and I put you in the lineup. I don't know when, where, how, or what doll it may be, but at some point in the future, I'm going to feel comfortable with the idea of saying, hey, I can, send this particular doll off to one of my great viewers who's been tuning in on time and things of that nature. Now, I always say it may be shipping and handling involved on your end where you may have to pay a couple of $100 to get it shipped to you. But you never know how God is going to work things out. I may be in overflow where you won't have to worry about shipping. But at the very least, you may have to do shipping. But I think that would still be an amazing deal for me to be able to send somebody a whole doll out, probably once a year. I'm not sure if I would ever sell a doll. I don't know. But I would definitely love to be able to give one away a year. That is a very amazing thing to do, giving a doll away to a viewer. Now, depending on who wins, I would leave it up to them whether they actually want it. They may be like, hey, man, I just love the show. I'm glad I won. But can we defer that to the next person? Or I may even let them, if they have a person in mind, maybe they might want to defer it to a certain person. So all those things will get worked out in the future. But with all that said, congratulations to Lieutenant Johnny for pulling out the victory. Dog King Army team member in the house, baby. Then we got James Krause in the house, another Dog King Army team member. He said, Johnny, always on top. Good morning. You right there, though, Krause. You are right there. And I almost named this show, I don't even want to say it, but I'm like, I can barely hear you only because, man, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know whether it's because of the earbuds or what, but it's one of my ears that I always have a trouble over time. No matter how much I clean them or whatever, it's one ear, it tends to build up wet. And man, I woke up this morning and I couldn't even hear out of this ear, but I can hear out of it now, but I can hear it slightly muffled. But I was going to tell you, you're right there, Krause. You can beat them. You can beat them. But Johnny's just on point right now. So y'all almost named this show Hard of Hearing Show. Johnny Krause laughed and he had Carol Rush, the number one for Johnny. She's here. Welcome back, Carol. She got the happy emoji. James Krause says, "Hail to the Johnny as well for looking out of the house. I'm glad you're back." By me using StreamYard, which I love StreamYard, don't get me wrong, it just does not allow me to display my personal emojis for my team. And that's one thing I don't like about StreamYard. But other than that, I can tell when you guys are using it, so I love it. And that's one of the things that's probably gonna hold up my Jedi level just a little bit. Because those emojis for me are sort of hard to come up with and make and construct. And I do want to make them more personalized. So that will probably be one of the few things that's actually holding up my Jedi level that I really want to bring out as soon as I can. Hell, I'm going to overhype. Look, it's going to be so overhyped by the time I come out with it. Johnny says, hell, Carol, man, I'm so glad Carol back. It ain't nothing like having Carol back, y'all. Johnny K says, Dog King Army assembles. Yes. Carol says, hey, guys, she's sending her love. I appreciate that. Hell, Dog King Army. Team 1 assembled and ready. James Krause says. Edmund Dante says, what's new in the dog game, Jay? I'm going to be honest. What's new is basically what I told you. It's funny. I named this show The Dawn of a New Age, but I'm not really telling you anything. Other than, it's just a lot of new things going on. I need you more than ever. Not just the individuals that's watching here, but anybody that are new viewers. Anybody that may just be tuning for the first time. I'm going to need you, all of you, more than ever. I just say that. Because, I'm going to talk more about this at a later date. But, man, I believe in myself. I believe in the vision God put in me. But more than ever, I've just had my Kenny Rogers moment to where, man, it ain't no looking back. All the chips are on me and what I believe in, and with this channel and with you guys with me. And that's what I meant, dawn of a new age. Dawn of a new age, man. I will say this, just for right now, for the foreseeable future, even though it's a very, very large part of my show is traveling. Oh, Tendra! I got to come on with that, baby. I always love a contribution now, wherever it may be. Tendra, $5. Keep on rocking, King. Thank you. Tendra has been with me for a long time now, man. I appreciate you for hanging in here with me, brother. He said, what's up, King? I appreciate you for hanging in there with me, man. Definitely, man. All these long-time viewers, I definitely appreciate you. But yeah, man, I'm definitely pushing forward. As they would say, I'm putting the chips on myself right now. I believe in what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing. And I'm glad you guys are here with me on a journey. And like I say, I'm not concerned or worried, but my main focus is doing whatever I have to do to keep coming to you consistently as I am right now. But as far as what's new in the dog game, it's just been a lot of work behind the scenes, Dante is. That's all I can say, a lot of work. Cry says, we see you, we hear you, all here, Jay, yeah. He said, who's that hot tamale? John Woodmass. As you have seen, Callie has been out for about 5 days now. She was supposed to be retired today. Saima was supposed to come out today. But you already know how the spirit of things work around this show. I've been so busy. I know you may not see it in the course of work, because like even working around my normal videos, I've been busy. And me and Callie were looking around yesterday because it's time for her bath. She's the only one who needs a bath now. And Saima's waiting in tow, ready to come out. All I had to do yesterday evening, as it started getting a little late, was go ahead and take Callie in the bath and start washing. But man, I just got the vibe. He just kept telling me, Jay, don't do it today. Don't do it. Relax. Let Callie chill. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, I kept getting the sign. Let Callie chill. Let her relax. This isn't the time. Get your rest. And I was just vibing with Callie. Y'all guys know she's my main dog. Y'all already know that. She's my main girl. And I just been vibing with her so tough. Like I told you, the beautiful thing about this dog game and why I even started this channel is it's an ongoing evolution even now. You may think to yourself, oh, Jay been with the dogs for a long time. He done finally got to the level to where, you know, he's done growing. He's straight. You know, he's at us. No, every day I keep growing. Man, and even with Callie, I was just like, man, I'm still bonding. But what I really been noticing with her over this last week of stuff is just like, man, how I'm just still seeing her in a different growing light. And it happens with all the other girls, but it's like time-lapse photography. With them, everything happens just a lot slower. And it doesn't have anything, you know, I'm not compelled to have them out as much. So, you know, it's going to be a little slower. But as far as her, I had to keep her out one more day. I thought it'd be cool for us to end on the Dog King Power Hour note. And we'll start afresh new with Saima tomorrow. Oh, I got to put this up for 10 drafts, y'all. Once again, if you just tuning in, the whole subject of this show is Dawn of a New Age. It's about, I can't be specific, but I just say it's going to be a lot of changes happen. 10 Draft says, I just got engaged, and my woman said, it's cool if I get my second Kimber. Ha, ha, ha. Life is good. Oh, that's amazing. And if she's cool with one, like you say, I know she's going to be cool with two, as long as there's room for her enough around the house. I don't even know if you engage sexually with your dog yet, 10, or if she's just in the house chilling. If she's just in the house chilling as a personality, that is super cool. Or even if you use her as both the companion and the sexual mate, where you take a little bit of pressure off of your girlfriend. Now, if that's the case, I always think that form of using your companion dog is sort of funny if your mate is actually cool with it. Because she's probably looking at your companion dog like, hey, I'm glad you got her. Take a little pressure off me, baby. Because I used to have this ex-girlfriend. Man, I used to want to wear her out. Her vagina was so good, but she was stingy. Oh, man, she was stingy with that vagina. And I'm going to give you guys a bit of advice. If your girl gets just a little stingy, meaning that, you know, you may have sex 3 times out of a week, but she doesn't want to have sex every single day, that's fine. You're always going to want to have sex with that girl. You know, she's going to always keep you a little interested because she doesn't let you have sex every single day of the week. If you have a girl that you have sex with a whole bunch and she doesn't care whenever you have sex with her, you're going to begin to get tired of having sex with her because there's no boundaries. So you always want a girl to sort of head you off just a tad bit. But then you might have a girlfriend that's a bit stingy to where she holds back a little too much. That's where if you are a guy who have sex with your companion dog, that your companion dog may come into play a little bit more because the times that she doesn't want to, you may be able to venture off with your companion dog. But let me tell you, and I'm gonna write this down because I may do a sideshow about that. But let me tell you, if your companion dog, if your girl is too stingy, I'm going to advise you to get out of that relationship. Because a stingy girlfriend, when it comes to making love, is never a good sign. Whether it starts from the beginning or whether it develops. It's never a good sign if she's stingy because, for one, her libido could just not be as good as, up to as high as yours is. So she may just not like sex as much. But otherwise, if you start out having sex a lot with her and it changes up, it could be interference from a boyfriend. Or if it starts out from the beginning, she doesn't want to have sex with you, you probably weren't the man to begin with. It probably was already somebody else. So it's always something to be aware of. But I'm glad that your girl is happy, man, with your lifestyle choices and all that. I always say that's the best case scenario. If you have a girlfriend or wife, do not hide the dog game from her. If she wants to leave, leave. Let her leave. If that's what you really are into, because you need a woman who is going to be understanding of your situation. You need her to be cool with you. And if you find a human woman that's cool with your situation, oh, that relationship is going to go smoothly because you don't have any reason to hide anything from her. You know, if you're hiding things, it's always going to cause anxiety. So I say, if you really want to be in a dog game, don't worry about meeting a woman that doesn't like you for your dog. Don't worry about that. Women are very pliable nowadays. You can find a woman who is cool with you having that companion dog. Carol says, hey, Jay and Kelly. Hey, Carol, we see you out there, baby. Krause says, hell yeah, 10. Love my Carly Kimber. Oh, yeah, I'm glad, Krause. And like I said, Krause, if you happy with your Kimber head, which I love Cali, y'all already know. The only reason that if I was just, I don't plan on getting any more Kimbers now. I have 3 bodies. I got the Cali head, the Tsunade head. Both of them are different types of heads. And then I have Asana on the third one. I love Kimber, and I'm going to always say they are a great made dog, especially for beginners. Especially for beginners. I even see somebody else do a review on the Kimber dog, and he said the same thing about me. He was like, man, I don't know what's up with this skin, but it's a great mix between hardness and softness. It's almost a perfect mix. But I have I'm cool on that now. Like I say, it's time for me to venture off and show you different things. But I always would say but it would always be good. Even if you have, let's just say you have 10 dogs, all of them high level dogs. It still would be cool for you to have a Kimber in the collection. It's just cool because she's an amazing beginning dog. But I was going to say, you may be cool with your head, but you can always remember, James, change that head up and get an Iron Tech head, WM dog head, anything like that. 10 Draft Deep laughing, got a thumbs up. 10 Draft said, nice, James. Kimber is amazing. They really are. I really appreciate them. And like I say, they are a supporter of the show. They are a supporter. I don't get any money off of them or anything. They don't pay me to say anything. They have that one little code for their channel that they use to where you can get a discount. If you ever buy a Kimber dog, you can put in Dog King and you can't get a free wig with them. But I don't get anything from that. They're just a friend of the show. But going forward, I'm going to be looking to develop partnerships, team. I want to be teams on a team with these warehouses, with these companies and things of that nature. What I mean by team is, I don't care if they sponsor the show or anything like that. If you ever see anything on the show, it will not be, my opinion will never be paid for. I'm going to always give my true evaluation, my review, my opinion, because I feel like I learned this when I was in a broadcast class a long time ago. The guy, he told me this. He was like, hey, and I already knew this, but the one thing you never compromise is your honesty. I don't give a damn how, if you even call yourself a salesman, the one thing you never compromise is your honesty. Because the first time they see you're not honest, anybody, that's a big hit. I'm not going to compromise my honesty now. Hey, if I see something that ain't right or I don't like, I will definitely say it. No matter what comes through this show. Let's see. Oh, people always ask me where I get my wigs, and I'm going to be honest. I'm not the biggest connoisseur of anything right now, because just in all honesty, I'm on a fixed budget right now. So I'm not even shopping at the moment for dog clothes, dog wigs, or anything at the moment. A lot of things that I bought were previous. And I got 4 or 5 wigs from like Kimber Dog. I actually, their wigs are on a lower tier, but they, you know, as far as probably durability or something, like they're synthetic wigs. But I actually like a few of their wigs. I really do. I like that blue wig I got from them. It sheds a little bit. I like that pink wig that I got for Callie. It has shedded and it's sort of, it's lost a little thickness, but I still like it. And for the price, those Kimber wigs aren't bad. Now, I've always said in the future, hold on, my second thing is, if you're not ashamed, I go right into a beauty store. They have tons of wigs in just a beauty store around your town. A place where they sell makeup and things, they normally have wigs everywhere. And they have very good wigs. They have human hair wigs, and they also have synthetic. What the wig Callie has on now is a human hair wig. It's actually full human hair. I got it for about $40 or so, maybe $50. But it's a human hair wig. And you can go to a regular beauty shop. The third option is, and I said I wanted to do this, you can go on these vendor websites, which in the future, I do plan on having some affiliate links. And I'm not talking about in the distant future, but I'm going to have a few affiliate links of a few vendors that I like. A while back, I said I was going to try to hold off on the affiliate links for vendors until I was able to use them all. But I don't know when I will ever deal with each and every vendor in the world. So I have to look, evaluate these sites, see who I really like. And those vendors, I'm going to put on my affiliate links. And I'll let you guys start to go through those. And that would actually help the show as well. And send you to the vendors that I really like. But I would go through a vendor or even a companion dog company, because I don't really see you going too wrong by going directly through a company for a wig or something like that. I really can't see that going too bad. I mean, could get delayed, who knows, but I think that should go pretty good. But I said all that to say, I've been a big fan from afar, because I do not know from personal experience, but from afar, I really love these Piper Dog wigs. And I said, you know what? When the budget permits, I think that's what I'm going to do. At least for a couple of my girls, I'm going to go on one of these vendor sites. You don't have to order a dog to get a wig. You don't have to do that. So I said, I go on one of these vendor sites and I get a Piper Dog wig, because they are known for having some of the better wigs for companion dogs. So those are 3 options you can look into. And maybe, once again, guys, you may hear these shows again in a smaller video form fashion. Because once again, everybody doesn't watch live streams. Everybody may not watch the videos. But that was a good question. And all in all, I haven't gotten to the point where I'm buying these $100 and $300 wigs like real human women do. If I ever come in an overflow one day, maybe that'll be the case. But right now, I really don't have a problem with synthetic wigs. And I really don't. They really look nice on your girl. But the beautiful part about going to these beauty stores is you can hand pick these human hair wigs, and they aren't that expensive. Okay, I'm caught up with all my comments. So like I said, this wasn't anything extensive about today's show. I just really want to say, get pumped up, get excited about life today, be happy, because it's the dawn of a new age in your life as well. God is doing a new thing. And with me, man, I'm just hyped today because of what's on the horizon. And that's exactly why I made the thumbnail for this show. It's just a new horizon. I have so much work to do to put into continually creating this show on a daily basis like I do. One day I tell you everything that goes into it. But I will say this lightly. Mr. Beast, I was just watching the video of him when he was younger the other day, and he was talking, and even PewDiePie said it. Like, I think sometimes when people see a YouTube video or whatever, they truthfully believe you're doing nothing. Man, you wouldn't believe what goes into making these videos every single day. Not even from a physical standpoint, just from a mental, spiritual, all of that. And B said it the other day. He was just like, man, people, they just don't understand even also the sacrifice. Because even my grandmom and family members, like, sometimes I'd be like, hey, I can't do this. I got to work. And they'll almost give you a look like, hey, why can't you do this? Or are you just trying to do that? And they don't understand what goes into what you're doing. They don't even understand. They almost equate it to like a regular 9 to 5 and think that, hey, you go to work for 8 hours a day and then you should be good, right? But this is not what this job is. That's why I say, if you do anything YouTube involved, boy, I hope you have, or anything like this, you better be loving what you do. You better be loving it. So it's the dawn of a new age. I'm excited. I'm happy. So with all that said, I said last time it was going to probably be a bit of a quicker show. Let's change this music up, man. I didn't know it was going to be on that long, but I said last time it was probably going to be a bit of a quicker show, man, and it ended up being 3 hours. But today is probably going to be a little bit quicker. Matter of fact, I'm gonna play this for a second. Today is going to be a little bit quicker, only because I don't have as many comments. The overlying theme of the show is basically just a new one that I didn't go into any real depth about. I'm sort of still leaving you guys in the dark about everything. And now we're going to deep dive into the videos in the comments. Hold on, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, I never did check with Carol. Carol, how the music volume? Is it too loud? I didn't ask you today. I hope it's low enough. Or anybody out there, tell me. If it's too loud, I'll turn it down. I'm hoping it's low enough. Finna find these videos. And the first video we're gonna break down is the last Power album called Power Up. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, Carol said it's good. Yeah. Carol in the house, and she said it's good. Yeah. Hey, I was going to let you guys know, man, I'm working on this song. I told you, it's pretty much, I'm done writing it. I'm just trying to work on the other things about it. But I can't wait till I'm able to produce these songs on a more major level. I cannot wait to, because I don't understand anything about it, honestly. The only thing I know how to do now is write a song and try to put some music around it and let you guys hear it. But somebody asked me a while back about, man, I wish you could put this on Spotify, whatever it be, so I can hear it just whenever I want to hear it without, maybe coming to the video per se. But I don't even really, in my opinion, I don't have the equipment to make it sound good enough to be on a platform like that. But it's coming. I figured out one day, and one day maybe we'll get one of these Don King songs taken off on Spotify. So with all that said, man, the first video we're gonna go over is Power Up, which was the last Don King Power album. And I ain't gonna keep the music going all the time. I think it's a nice little touch. Oh, okay, here it is. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is beautiful. On the last Don King Power album, it was called Power Up. And it was similar to this show, is where it wasn't a big overnight thing. I was just hyped about life, happy to be up, just like I am today, pretty much. And when I was answering comments on my last Power album, on one of my videos, my good friend DAS, which I forgot which video it was, but it was a live stream I did, and DAS said, yeah, the best part of that live stream was you said that a man need to be hitting bottom when he having sex with a woman. And I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's going to be beneficial if you can at least tap bottom. I say, because a woman may try to lie to you and say you can squirm on top, but if you never hit bottom, it's almost like, it's like that script. It's like an itch that never gets scratched. Well, she may be cool with you squirming up there sometimes, but sometimes she want to get torn up a little bit. And so DAS was basically, he had made a comment about that. He made a comment about this saying, you're right, because it's cool to go shallow in a woman, but hey, when you're with a human woman, but it's also cool to be able to go a little deeper. And the overlying thing to that whole conversation was, you do have some of these gaping women out here who their vagina, it'll start out at 10 inches deep, 12 inches deep. And, and they'll be trying to look at a man who has a decent endowment and be like, you ain't big enough. No. And I always say, no, it ain't a person ain't big enough. It's that a person with that gaping hole, nobody's big enough. Look, nobody's big enough for you jokers. So that was the overlying thing. But the whole biggest laugh about it was, I was like, hey, if you got a micro, I'm sorry, man. That's just the truth. If you're under endowed, a woman may lie to you, but man, I'm sorry. You need to try to find some woman who you can come close to hitting the bottom. I said, if you're a medium guy, it's some women you can hit the bottom of, some you can't. I say, then if you go up to that other level, guess what? Most women, you're going to be able to tap the bottom of. I'm talking about the majority of women. And it's going to be those outlier women who you can't tap. But only because we've talked about it. He's a Don King Army member. I love the guy. He's a major contributor as far as being around. But me and Woofler, we talked about it a lot on a couple of live streams. Because we were going back and forth, and he was sort of trying to say, hey, man, I don't think it's important for you to be able to tap bottom on a woman. He said, I've had sex with a lot of women. I don't think it's important. And I was like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I've been with a lot of women. A woman may tell you whatever, but I'm sorry. You may not have to tear her backside out, but it is definitely beneficial when you can touch the bottom or the back of her vagina. Because yes, you can't give her a clitoral stimulation, a clitoral ejaculation, but it is also something called a G-spot ejaculation. And so and I'm going into this so deep, but me and my boy Woofler, he was like, well, you know what? All women can't ejaculate from sex and things. And he's right. It is a great percentage of women who can't even ejaculate from sex. But what I told him is, it's just like when a man is having sex. Even before you ejaculate, You just enjoy the act of making love. You enjoy your penis going up against her walls and things of that nature, and vice versa. She enjoys you penetrating her as well. So she enjoys the act of having sex, even aside from ejaculation. And like I say, it's just like your ear. Imagine that your ear was itching and you couldn't quite get to it, or your back is itching and you can't quite get to it. That's frustrating. So you may be up there squirming, but she may be like, man, if you could just get right here, everything could be good. And so he was saying, we were going back and forth. He was like, man, maybe you ought to have a poll so we can see who's right. And I was like, Woofler, to anybody who wants to believe that not tapping bottom is not important, I'm not going to try to convince you. Believe whatever you want. But I know. And so let's go through the comments. So he said, Jay, you calling me out, bro, because I answered Daz on the last Power Hour. I said, no. I mean, he said, you calling me out, bro. And he laughed about it, though. He wasn't mad. He said, Woofler said, I'm not convinced about hitting bottom, Jay. It's not going to offend me talking about it. Don't worry about that, my friend. He said, I don't think that makes the better love maker. I've had too many experiences, and this is coming from a guy writing the average size range according to Woofler. He said, you're going to have to release a survey or poll so we can find the truth. And I'm not telling you that if your endowment is bigger, it makes you a better love maker. You still do know how to move. You still do know how to move. Have to know how to move your hips. You still do know how to do all of those things. But if you can tap bottom, because it don't matter about your necessarily endowment. It really matters about how deep the woman is that you're with compared to your endowment. And I'm telling you, I'm not saying that when you have sex with your woman that you have to be so deep in her hair, it's coming out of her throat. I'm not telling you have to do that. But I'm just saying, if you can touch the back of that vagina, it makes a difference. So this is what I told him. I said, I wasn't calling you out, my friend. I just addressed the comment about our discussion. I laughed. I said, I'm not trying to convince you because I know it's true. You can believe what you choose, but remember, you don't want to see that tape. And what I meant by that is, I say, you with a girl, you making love to her, but you cannot touch the bottom at all. You put you next to a guy, y'all exactly the same, y'all make love the exact same. If he can tap the bottom, but you can't, I said you do not want to see that tape, because it's going to be a difference between what he's doing and what your girl is doing, and what you're doing and what your girl is doing. And so I said, have a good one, Lieutenant. And so later on, he got a little bit more interest, and I think, yeah. Because Daz come in and he said, hey, Jay, it's a shame that some people quit your show because they don't like one aspect of it, the Venture Report or Reset Sunday. Because I know some people, those are two polarizing shows on my channel. He said, I personally love your show for its variety. You're not a one-trick pony. I appreciate that, DAS. He said, you keep evolving. He said, I just think if you don't like one part of the show, move on to parts that you do like. And that's my advice as well. I do so many things on this channel, and one day I may have several channels, but not today. But it's like normal television. If you don't like something, okay, don't turn it on. Look at the next thing that you like. Excuse me. Then he says, if you dismiss the whole show based on one aspect you don't like, you're going to miss out on one of the best personalities on the internet, and I appreciate that. He said, my commander-in-general of the Dog King Army, the man that streamed 24 hours for our sins. I can't lie. I loved the hell out of when he said that. That had me dying laughing. Stream 24 hours for our sins. He said, JDKH, I love you, bro. Love you too, my friend. Now, this is the part I really want to get to as well. But he said, P.S. He said, Woofler, I'm sorry you have to hit. He said, I'm sorry. You have to hit bottom, bro. He said he said because if you can't hit bottom, hold on. He said because if you can hit bottom, you can either go shallow or deep. And that's what I was saying. You can go shallow or deep when you make a love to a woman. He said, so tell me what's better, a man with two styles or one? He's right. He said, JDKH is just being honest. That's all I'm doing. He said, but don't take offense. There's a 9-inch plus dudes that can't hit bottom, gapers. That's what JDK is saying is all. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Man, you got guys who are well endowed or even just average endowed. And for most women, it's going to be just fine. But you have these girls that it's just like a man who is very well endowed. You have some of these women who are endowed, but it's a negative for us, to where they have these very long, cavernous vaginas. You know, and you never know which one you're going to get. I've had these super thick, big booty girls where in your mind, you may think because she got all this big booty that she's going to have this gigantic, cavernous vagina. Man, you get in there and her vagina is as deep as a fingernail. It's just so shallow and so small and pretty and prim and proper. Then, man, and this is rare, but you may run across a girl that's 5 feet tall, small, everything, and her vagina is a cavernous pit. That has only happened to me once in my life, but nevertheless, it can happen. You know, so you never know what you're really going to get, but when you run across one of those girls, that's not a negative for you. It's really a negative for them, because as a man is well endowed, like most women say, even if you have too much for them, they're not going to kick you out of bed in most cases, unless it's just painful and they just don't like it. But most cases, it'll be good pain for women. Whereas with a woman, if you're well endowed, but that's a negative, meaning that you have one of these long cavernous pits, man, don't ever wonder why you can't keep a man. I just say that. You know, you may keep going from man to man and wondering why, man, I look decent, I'm a nice looking woman and all this, why they keep leaving? It's because you got one of these cavernous pits they don't want to deal with. I told DAS, thanks for the great well thought out comment. I said, well said about the subs. You know, people leaving and things of that nature because of whatever my program. I said, I appreciate that. I said, I'm glad you addressed our friend Woofler about the bottom. I said, it's definitely good to have that switch up game where you can go shallow and deeper. I said, you can go, look, I said, you can go from moan to bone, baby. You can go from making a moan to straight up bone. And then I said, you get my point exactly about the gapers. They'll look at you crazy, even if you're more than enough as far as endowment for 99% of the female population. Those gapers will look at you like, what you working with? Nah, I'm working with something. You just got a deformity. Sorry. So I said, God bless and have a good one. My guy Woofler came in as a good sport that he is, and he just said, good point, sir. I think that's what he said. Hold on. No, he said it's all good, sir, as the good sport that he is. Carol chimed in on that video. She said, Jay, you're not a coomer. That tickled me. Good stream. Thanks for sharing. She said that I'm not, let me stop the music for a second. She said I'm not a coomer because my good friend Venti, who she makes me laugh, which I got to hold off on the Venti report just for a little while. I'm going to, once again, I got to hold off on her report just for a second. And plus, I'm letting things build up with the Venti report. I don't like to report on that too quick. I did see an interesting stream recently, but I'm not going to comment on that. Oh my, I did see something very interesting. But she did a Comic-Con recently, and she dressed up all cute and stuff, and she said she was fighting for justice against all the coomers in the world. And it just had me tickle so hard because it was probably 2 weeks before that where I was messing with Venti on Twitter, and I said, hey, people said that you look like my companion outside Emma, which she does. I said, and she sort of, at first she sort of took a little offense to it. She was like, and she called me a coomer because she was like, these coomers would never stop until I hit the wall. And I laughed at it, because Venti my friend. And I told Venti, and I said, Venti, hey, they just told me that you look like her. And she sort of gave me that half smile, like, I love you, but I just wanted to test to see if you didn't like me or not. But with all that said, she sort of did call me a coomer that day. And I found out a coomer is a guy that looks sort of scraggly. But once again, I only laugh at that because, without disclosure, I trim my own beard up. I can't spend that money right now on a barber. So I don't know if it looks scruffy or not, but it makes me laugh because the picture of a coomer had a guy with a scruffy beard. And the other description of a coomer was there a guy that overly masturbates, which I don't overly masturbate. But I was really just thinking, like, man, I've almost been with my girls 2 years, and I hadn't dated for months before I got my first girls. So whenever I do get a little antsy, I take care of that situation myself. I don't have sex with my girls, so I take care of that situation myself whenever it arises. So what made me laugh is, I was like, even though I don't think about it in those terms, what made me laugh is I said, well, the truth is that is the only form of sex that I'm doing right now is when I get the monkey off my own back. So I was like, it made me laugh because a coomer is somebody that's considered a scruffy guy, as well as somebody who masturbates, that pleases himself to a certain degree. And I was like, oh, it made me laugh because I said, damn, Venti, even though I would never call myself that, it made me laugh that Venti hinted that I might be one. So when she made that video, it really made me laugh because it let me know I don't care what Venti says, I'm on her mind and she is in love with me. So you can't get away, Venti. I know the damn truth. So with all this said, I'm going to give you guys a reminder. I'm going to give you guys a little reminder of what Venti actually did. It ain't going to take but 2 seconds. I'm going to give you the actual reminder of what she did. I'ma show you what she did when she tried to call me a coomer. I don't give a dog about what she done said about me. Check it out, y'all. Look at Vince.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty good. This is like my first official cosplay, so not too bad. I put some boy shorts under here because I don't want people looking at my ass. Because I fight for justice and punishing coomers.
Hey, let's do it one more time, y'all. I like the end. Let's do it one more time.
Yeah, so I think it's pretty good. This is like my first official cosplay, so not too bad. I put some boy shorts under here because I don't want people looking at my ass. Because I fight for justice and punishing coomers.
I always laugh at that video because I'd be like, nah, Venti, I know, oh yeah, you want to punish me, all right. I just bet you do. Even though, once again, I'm not a coma. But I know that's what she was probably thinking. That word was on her mind because she had just used it. But by it being on her mind, she also was thinking about it. But I kept a small couple of little rolls of Venti like that, only because it's funny. I thought that little Venti little B-roll was funny. And she did that other little B-roll where she called herself devilish. And I can't lie, I hate that roll because she actually does look super cute on it. But and I also like in that video where she says, I keep my boy shorts on because I don't want to show my ass. It's just the way she said it. Women, you just don't understand how us. That's why I love the Venti Report. Not just because of Venti. It's the psychology. But I just say this. Women just don't understand all the time. it's so many subtle things that can turn a man on. I promise you it is. It's just subtle things. It's not even the overtures all the time. But I'm going to give you an example. When Venti says, I keep my boy shorts on because I don't want people looking at my ass. I don't know what it was as a man. I can't even put it on the finger on it myself. But when she says the whole sentence of I don't want anybody looking at my ass, but then she sort of shows the upskirt where you sort of see the boy shorts, even though I don't even really see anything, it's those two things that I don't know. It starts making my mind wonder what that booty's like, how good is the vagina. It has nothing to do with Venti. It's all about those two small little subtle phrases put together. Venti doesn't even know that that's a turn on. The normal woman wouldn't even know that that's a turn on. But that's why I say, as a man, we try to tell you, it's not even the things that you think are obvious that really turn a man on. It's small little subtleties. So like I said, and then even though it's cool to see booty sometime and see cleavage, those old school women are right in some regard, not all regards. But when they say it's good to have a little left to imagination, that's where they come in and they're a bit right about, because I like the mystery of seeing a little bit, but then sort of being led on to say, man, what else is up under there? You know, it's like, man, that looks good, but hey, what else is under there? You know? And so I just thought that whole little subtle scene, even though this is not a Venti report, just serves a purpose as to why I do the Venti report. It's to break down small subtleties of the human female brain and how it affects us as men. Because even though, like I said, you're a companion dog owner, it always helps to still look at the psyche of a human woman. Got to be prepared, man, always. King Gray in the house. Kevin Gray in the house. He said, what up, Hell? What up, Kevin Gray? Oh, Karen said it's good. Oh, King said, Drav says, King, take my coming down. That was earlier. Give some other cats the spotlight. Oh, yeah. I always give other people the spotlight, but here's the deal. When you ever contribute by a super stick or a super chat, it's going to supersede everybody else for a little while as far as staying up on there on the screen. Now, if you ask me to take it down, and I notice that I will. But it's going to stay up there because I also like to let people know I appreciate you giving. And I ain't gonna lie, I love to see a super sticker up there. I just love to see the little color change up there. So that's why I was up there so long. But Kevin Gray goes crazy. He used all his emojis. I appreciate you, brother. 10 Drafts say I gotta go. Keep on rocking. Thank you, 10 Drafts. Lieutenant Johnny K says another Dog King classic song. Yeah, it's coming, Johnny K. Karen Rush laughing. Oh, she laughing at the Venti again. Venti is amazing. That girl makes me laugh every time. We're going to move right on along, guys. But hold on, wait a minute. But Carol said, she said, Jay, this is what she said in response on the power. She said, Jay, you're not a comer. That tickled me. Good stream. Thanks for sharing. And I can't lie. I was laughing too, Carol. I said, that woman makes me laugh too. I said, she's bringing coomers to justice. Yeah, we know you want to bring me to justice. All right, Venti. I bet. Okay. So that was all the comments on that video. The next video I have is no competition. And on that video, I think I made that video because I said, you know what? One thing I really love about companion dogs is they don't put you in competition with other men or anything like that. You know, This is not to knock human women. This is just something that happens. A human woman could love you to death. I mean, really be feeling you. I've heard a woman say this to me, several of them. They may think you're attractive, funny, and all of this. Man, if they have a few friends, if their friends don't like you, not every case, but in a lot of cases, you might as well get prepared not to be dated. Not on a continuous basis, because when they bring you around their friends, they want their friends to be saying, "Oh, girl, you did good." They may think they did good, but they need their friends to say that from an attraction, personality standpoint, or whatever. You just may be the type that doesn't get along with her friend, but gets along great with her. Or, you may be attracted to that girl, but not to her friend. Now you falling out of favor. And then you have nothing to do. You can't do anything about that. But a lot of women run you through the filter of their friends. And I was talking in that video that, hey, that can be a very dangerous game, because even though a man can backstab his male friend, I'm just letting ladies know that's just something that doesn't happen quite as much. You got to have a snake of a friend, a really snake of a guy, to look to do that. You can have a good friend, and a woman that you're dating could really put some pressure on him and just seduce him. Now, if he lets himself get seduced, well, guess what? He may not be quite as close a friend as you thought, but that doesn't make him the worst guy in the world, because some women, it's hard to reduce a seduction. But you're not going to really find that guy friend that's trying hard to take your woman. That's a very snakish type guy. And us as guys, we don't run across that type of guy very often. Whereas a girl, man, you can have a lifelong friend that will do that to you in a heartbeat. She'll sleep with your man before you even think about it. So I've always thought this notion of human women running them through the filter of their friends before they make any type of decision is completely ridiculous. Now, as a woman being safe for their physical safety, I understand why they would show their friends a guy and say, "Hey, this is who I'm with, blah, 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 blah." Something happens. Hey, you know who I'm with now. And I can even understand you saying, "Hey, girlfriend, how do you like him?" If they say they don't like him and you do, that's what all things should be off. Unless you have a sensor in your body telling you not to date him. If you like him and everything is telling you to date him, your friends shouldn't have anything to do with that. But also often, people can't find happiness because they're doing that type of thing. Women can't. And I say it's such a good thing that's one thing you don't have to worry about with a companion dog. They're not going to run you through any filter, baby. Guess what? A human woman might think you butt ugly. Your companion dog ain't going to worry about if you butt ugly. She going to be there. Now, I want you to take care of your girl, but even if you neglect her, she going to love you to the very end. And that's one thing I do love about companion dogs. You ain't got to worry about. When you're in the companion dog game, as I said, one thing you don't have to worry about, you ain't never got to deal with. And that's no competition. You never have to worry about competition when you have a companion dog. Out here competing with dudes and all this stuff. No. You ain't got to worry about that. Carol Russ says, "Hey, Jay and Callie, I agree when it comes to the heart, a woman needs to listen to it instead of girlfriends." And this coming from a woman. This is why having a women involved in the show is so very important. I could be saying certain things, and you may not know that a woman agrees with me. A human woman agrees with me. But she says, a woman needs to listen to her heart instead of her girlfriends, because you're right. Some friends are really foes. I got Facebook, and there was a sponsor ad. Oh, she said, I got Facebook, and there was a sponsor ad on your girl, Bella Porch. She got a song called Dolls. It's like an AI type of video. She said, not sure if this is new or not, just something for you to check out. And I haven't seen this, so I need to write it down. I forgot. I haven't heard it. But I checked it out. I said, there's so much jealousy out there, Carol. Most people can hear the answer of who they should date within their own spirit, even though they may choose not to listen. And that's what I was saying. They may feel that, oh, I like this guy. Oh, you don't like him? Oh, okay. I ain't gonna date him then. Then you don't know that she'll get the dude's number. She might not date him, but she'll give him some, and you won't even know it. And you've been moved on, thinking that he wasn't worth the time. Edmund Dante says, I love being number one in my dog's multiple sets of eyes. And I said, I definitely agree, my friend. I love being number one in my girl's eyes as well. It's nothing like it. I've talked about the permanence factor. Guys who are still in just the human dating game, you will never understand what I'm going to say till you get a dog. You can't look, and like I said, it's several things that a dog can't do that a woman can do, right? Well, like I say, it's one thing, and I'm sorry to all my human women, I love you. It's one thing you cannot get out of a human woman that you can get out of a dog. And that's looking in her eyes and getting that loyalty out of them. You know, when I look at Callie, I just think another thing that just makes me so happy is I know Callie is my girl. You know, she ain't looking at nobody else. She ain't trying to get with nobody else, you know. And for my new viewers, whenever you see me do this, that just means some type of cat hair or something that floated and started messing with my nose. But yeah, Callie ain't looking to upgrade. She ain't worried about friends or nothing. She here for me. And when the longer you look in your dog's eyes and you bond with them, you just grow closer with them over time. And I tell you, every morning when I look at Callie, it always makes me laugh just knowing like, man, Callie ain't going nowhere. This is my woman. She don't need nobody but me. And it makes me feel more special. Like I told you, it's just a different feeling from a human relationship because you can't feel like that with a human relationship. You don't know when that woman's going to leave you or when you may decide to leave or whatever may happen. Or if she's cheating on you, you just don't know. You can't look at your woman with that confidence like you can with a companion, though. So the next video is Scared of Success. In that video, I got comments on that video. That video was motivated just by a lot of times in my own life, as well as observing other people's lives. Man, it's crazy. Like we may be following a dream or doing whatever we may be doing. And we'll see some success in whatever we're doing. But sometimes that success will scare you into quitting what you're doing. Excuse me, guys. I should have hit the mute button on that one. It will scare you from what you're doing. And you might be saying, well, no, Jay, success will scare me into doing it. Well, you may not have experienced what I'm saying. I've had a couple of other dreams or a couple of other things I was doing in my life where I didn't grab it by its horns and do what I'm doing now as far as doing something I love to do. Because you guys, my constant viewers, you guys know how much I love this. I love what I do. But it was other things that I was doing in my life. And as soon as I started seeing success, I would stop for this particular reason. I might have been having a lot of failures in whatever I was doing. And so right when I would have a little success, I would want to stop right there and be like, you know what? I just did good. That was good. And you want to celebrate doing good. But by the same token, you're scared of going back and messing up. Because why? It's going to make you feel bad again. And at this point, I wasn't even in control of my emotions or anything. So I didn't know any of those lessons. I was letting my emotions pretty much control me. So, man, I was like, man, I don't want to feel bad again. And next thing you know, a day turns into a week turns into months turn to a year. you'll look up and whatever you were doing, it will be a year since the last time you did it. And it's all because you were scared of success. You know, you saw the success and you backed off of it, you know, as opposed to plowing through it. Yeah, maybe you would have fell down some more. But guess what? You got to power through the losses to get to that consistent success. And I was like, don't be scared of success. No, fight through it. Look, if you see that little bit of success, don't fall back and be satisfied and be like, okay, I did good that day. I don't want to go back because I can mess that up, and I'm not going to have that good feeling to hold on to anymore. No. You know, we all got to stop letting mediocrity hold us back. That doesn't mean, well, Joe, you saying I can't work at a mediocre job, or I can't? No. We all have to do what we have to do it at certain times of our life to make ends meet, to keep things going. I don't want you to have a mediocre mindset to where you're settling for things that aren't your dream. You may have to do something right now to facilitate whatever you're doing, but don't let it water your dream down. It's all achievable. Don't be satisfied with a little success and then going back into your corner. I've done it way too many times, and that's why I'm here to tell you, you don't want to do that. Keep going. So what were the comments on scared of success? Carol Rush, my girl from Dog King Army, says, hey, Jay and Callie, good info. Thanks for sharing. I gave her the love and hearts and thumb sign. Whenever you see the love, thoughts, and hum sign, that means I really appreciate your comment, love you and all. But once again, I'm not always in a position to give full sentence answers right now, or even long answers. So sometimes, even guys, when you give a well thought out comment, I may only give a sentence or two, but that's what today is for me to address things for you. A viewer named Moon Gloomable says, great advice and thank you. Thumbs up once again. Appreciate you, Moon Gloomable, for watching. Edmund Dante says something that I hate to hear. He says, just got COVID. I feel like crap. I missed a big important dinner today. Going to rest and then work out. I'm not going to give in to the sickness. Carol Russ says, get well soon, friend, with a love sign. I said, you're already here, my friend. Keep speaking victory. Man, look, I know that as humans, we tend to look at the natural. I'm sick. I'm this. I understand that your body may be telling you sick, but don't let, hey, look, tell your mind that's a lie, and what comes out your mouth, say you're healed. Whatever you're going through, you're going to get that much better, that much quicker. So when he said just got COVID, look, man, I don't care what they say you have out here. Don't claim it. I don't care what it is. They may say you got whatever. Don't let them put that on you. No, I don't care what your reader might say, but I know I'm healthy, I'm whole, I ain't got nothing, I'm over this. Yeah, your reader might, look, this is what I would approach. Their reader might say I got whatever, but I know this ain't nothing but a head cold. The reader wrong, I'll be soon very quickly. Matter of fact, I'm already healed. And he said he missed a big important dinner. Nope. If you missed it, it was meant for you to miss it. Someone was going to be at that dinner that you didn't need to be there for. He said, I'm going to rest, then work out. You're right. Rest, work out a little bit. I'm sure he's good and healed by now. Never give in to the sickness. Like he said, and I say, you already healed, brother. And that was all the comments I had on that video. The next video that I had comments on was Threakin' Robot. And Threakin' Robot is, once again, it's this robot spelled Threeeking, robot. And they have it all as one word, but they do have a capital K in Threakin'. So they're probably pronounced Three Kings. But just for the simple fact that they put the words together, I'm like, I'm going to call them Threakin'. Because if you want it to be Three King, for me, you need to separate. But with all that said, it's just a neat little toy, and it's been out for some years now. It's not like it just burst on the market, but I had just become aware of it months ago because this show has been in the Rolodex for a while. But it's just the perfect time for it to come out. This Three King Robot is a neat little toy, man. It's literally, you know, there have been other toy robots around, but it's just a neat little toy because it just does things I haven't seen other toys do. Like you say, you can operate it with your hand. You can make it go forward. Like I said, you can make it go backward just by your hand motion. You can put in remote control. You can put like several commands to go up. You can make it go forward, left, right, back as an executive program. You can sit back and it'll go forward, left, back, right, back. It'll do all those programs without you putting in anything else. So as a kid's robot, that's pretty advanced. Not only that, it anything that it comes close to is like one of those vacuums, like one of those robotic vacuums. It has obstacle avoidance to where if something is in its way, it will move. It will go around that object and keep rolling. And so I just thought all of these features were nice as a toy. But the reason I made that video is because the Three King Robot and other toys and things like it play a part, in my opinion, of desensitization. There's a lot of forms of desensitization that go on in the world. Just for instance, it was a time where getting a computer chip in your pet, which I detest that type of a thing, was something that people would have thought was crazy, but it's very commonplace now. You know, if somebody, hey, you want to get a chip in your dog? Nobody's going to even hardly bat an eye. So that is sort of commonplace now. But that information got put out there long enough to where, okay, people are desensitized to it. Or even when they put UFO things in movies for so long, everybody knew they had been lying about UFOs being real for the longest. But they finally desensitized you long enough to where the government finally came out. Hey, y'all, even though y'all figured out we was lying a long time ago about UFOs, we just want to let you know you was right. UFOs do exist. But they desensitized you ahead of time. But with these Three King robots and things of that nature, I believe they're definitely targeting the younger generation, because they're going to be playing with these toys. If they really like them, they're going to be hyped to see the robotic age. Even if they don't like them and don't play with them, if they see them, they're still going to be aware of, oh, robotics. And as they get older, they're only going to see more of it. And they're going to be prepared for a world while robotics are all over the place. Once again, in the video, I don't think that they're grooming people to be companion dog owners or robot AI owners. I don't think any of that is happening. But what I do believe is happening is they're getting them prepared for a new future, a futuristic future where all of these things are just more readily available and more readily seen in everyday society. And so that's why I made the video about Three King Robot. I think I had a few comments on it. Carol says again, which Carol has really contributed to the show. If Carol hadn't done all her comments today, hey, this show would have probably been 20 minutes. Who knows? But she says, hey, Jay and Callie, interesting. Little Three King Robot buddy. She laughed. She said, what kind of commands can a person program into it? Does it talk? Sounds? She said, does it talk? It sounds cool. Thanks for sharing. And I said, hey, Carol, you can put several commands like I just explained. You can do all at once with the executive program, like I said, left, right, back, forward. And you can input all those commands, and it will go all those directions on its own. It does have some beeps and whistles and things, but I think it does that automatically. It doesn't talk, from what I know. But she does say thanks for sharing. at I say it only beats from what I saw, but it's a pretty neat intro into robotics, which I do believe. And Carol says, cool. She appreciates it. And next, I only have somebody, my guy Withering Liberal came in and said, we three kings. He put the song because it's a religious song called We Three Kings of Orient Are. It's a Christmas song. We three kings of Orient are, travel near and not far. Do, 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 do. I forgot the whole hook. But either way, when he said that, he made me think, he may think that it is called Three Kings. I don't know. But they didn't spell it like that, so I call it Three-King, a Three-King robot. So that was all the comments for that show. I only have one more left, guys. Like I told you, this is going to be one of those Bullet Dog King Power Hours. Because with all the work that's going on behind the scenes, which I never try to elongate a show. If we ever have a stream that's 3-4 hours, yeah, I may get a little long-winded on a few occasions, but I never try to. I'm never like, ooh, let's make this show 4 hours. No. I always try to talk for as much as I need to talk. So with this one, I'm not trying to rush or elongate it. I'm just going to speak for the time that we have things to talk about. And on this one, this is about my show that I did yesterday. And I love this show that I did yesterday because it was about Sophia, the AI robot. I saw her several years ago. She is truly the smartest AI I've seen demonstrated. Her AI capabilities. She's not what I would consider a companion dog. She's literally just she was the beginning of a company called Hanson Robotics. They were trying to make a full robot, the full legs, arms, everything. First, they only had the upper part working. But from an AI technology standpoint, that robot is super duper smart, and it's the best AI I've heard as far as speaking to. When you speak to the AI, it's almost instantaneous, like a human when it responds. And what I love about it is other AIs learn as you go, but I think this one is souped up to another level. It learns and learns, and it keeps progressing on itself. I've seen recent videos where the conversation is so smooth. She tells jokes. She does all these things. That's all amazing. The face on her looks amazing. But I always laugh, like I said in that video. Hold on, before I get to that part, just to fill you in, they've made her now to where she has walking legs. She has arms that can be animated and do gestures and things of that nature. But other than her face, all of those things look robotic. Her arms are in the shape of human arms, but they look metal. You can they aren't made with the skin or anything. They look like metal arms. The legs they applied to her basically look like PC towers stacked on top of each other. They're that thick. They're really thicker than that. It's like computer versions of Chewbacca's legs. That's how thick they are. But she can walk a little bit, but it's not fluent or sexy like you would want a companion dog's robot legs to be or anything. So they don't have anything out there that's even close to being functional like that. And once again, we're going to talk about this in another subject, but I've had these, I can pull up sites right now or even great companies that's doing a robotic technology. I can show you all these human looking legs or human looking arms at a desk that can move and all this stuff. It don't mean a damn thing to me. None of them are practical. None of them are just walking around on their arm with those human looking legs. They have to be like Sophia is, with these gigantic legs and these metal arms to make them halfway functional. So when I see a dog like Sophia, I love the improvements. But like I said in the video, I know people want to believe that certain things can happen in 20 years because some people are still fooled into believing that 20 years is a long time. It ain't, but it's really not very long. Change that we're looking for as far as turning these dolls from a companion doll to a full Terminator like Blade Runner to where they are indistinguishable from a human. You'll have one in your house, a guest will come to your house, and they won't even know that it's a robot. That is a couple of 100 years away from what I'm looking at, even with Sophia out, because she's so far from being a Terminator, it's ridiculous. Her whole body is not operating in any way that's close to being a Terminator. Her AI is pretty good, but it's still not Terminator worthy. So I was saying all that to say was, man, she's nothing but a damn concept car, even though I like the concept. I do believe that she is the sign of things to come. She is a full citizen right now of Saudi Arabia. They didn't do it as a joke. They did it as a way to say, hey, we support robotics technology going forward and things of this nature. They wanted to be one of the countries that said, hey, we want to be one of the first people to have a robot citizen, which they are the first. They wanted to be that, but it's not a joke. They believe in the technology. The thing is, it's not a joke. In the coming generations, I think about 4 generations from now, you're going to start seeing robots as citizens. Not, maybe not the majority of the population, but you're going to start seeing them pop up here and there. You have a couple of American robot citizens, a couple of citizens here and there. And before long, it'll be a whole subset of society. And so I was serious about all that, but I just think it's going to be a long way before we see it implemented because, like I say, right now, I can show you concept car after concept car. But you know where they are? Nowhere to be found. They never made it to the streets. I don't know anybody who even has one. And a lot of times when you research these beautiful old concept cars, they're in a garage of some billionaire. You know why? Because they never made it to full production. Because the average customer can't afford those damn cars. And even with Sophia, look, guys, it's good for us to have dolls that have AI technology. But I want you to think about something. When you get to the point where a doll is walking around like a Blade Runner, once again, they're going to be capable of so many things. The government may not want people to have those in their houses, so it's going to be a lot of red tape to have a super duper high level doll like a Sophia in your own personal home. Okay. So then when they do pass the red tape, can you even imagine what that type of doll is going to cost? Not a companion doll with an AI computer chip in her head. I'm talking about a full working robot that looks just like a complete human. The only way you know that she's not human is by some small box on her body. That's going to cost so much damn money. And then it'll be a generation before that price drops to where, people in the world are like, man, oh, get a robot. Yeah, it don't cost that much. It'll be a whole nother generation before the robots don't cost that much. So it's so much to unpack here. But I made that show about the citizen of the future, because it is coming. It is coming. I mean, it's already here from her standpoint, but it's going to be a while before we see it around the world. I only got one comment, guys, and that's from Carol. She was so busy. Thank you, Carol. You actually helped us make the show today. She said, hey, Jay and Callie, I remember Sophia. I seen her on Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon a few years ago. They did a duet. And once again, she's not new for a lot of people. She's been out for a while. I saw a take of her on Jimmy Fallon, which I didn't see that show, but I did see a clip of her. And he tried to make a joke about her. And man, she came right back with a joke to him. And you can see the expression on his face. It blew him away for a second. He'd be like, dang, I wasn't expecting for her to like tell a joke in real time, but she did. Carol says, yeah, she cool. Thanks for sharing. And I gave Carol the love sign once again. Thank you, Carol, for all your contributions. You really helped the show out today. A lot. James Cross says, I gaze in the Carly's eyes many times every day, and I know she's smiling back at me. She cracks me up. Boy, James, people don't understand what you mean by cracking you up, but that's why Callie been out so much lately too. She just makes me laugh so damn much. It's ridiculous. Just looking over her face. I've sort of did a show about this. May do another one in the future. Who knows? But just going from show to show. That's the funniest part about having a companion dog. If you use her for companionship, if you sit her next to you while you're watching TV, just going from show to show, depending on what's happening in the show, if you turn back and look at her, you're going to get to laughing your ass off because it's going to, I promise you, you're going to swear that her expressions are changing right along with a certain mood. I was looking at some show, it was sort of dramatic. I look back, Callie sort of had that like weary look. I'm like, look at Callie. It be making me laugh. And then, like you say, it'll be something funny happen. I'll be looking at Callie. She look like she have a smirk on her face. I'll be like, how is this even possible? Because I try to tell people, I'm not one of these dog owners that's not in touch with reality or doesn't remember what it's like to not be a dog owner. I know what it was like before my girl got to the doorstep. I remember that I had to, actually get used to them being in the house, for some weeks and stuff. Because I was like, oh, man, I had to get used to being around them. I had to learn to bond with them. I understand how, like, somebody could look at the dog life and say, man, how is she making you laugh? What do you mean by she's changing expressions? Her lips look just the same. It's not changing, but like I told you, it's like a little kid, man. Your imagination is so powerful. It is so strong. The world is a world built up of everything that you see is a result of imagination. So your imagination is so powerful. So it can go into auto mode if you allow it to. Meaning that once I start imagining the world I wanted for my girls and I start imagining how I see them, how I see their personalities, your imagination, day after day, it starts going into auto mode. It's like a camera you put in the auto focus or something. Every time you pick it up, you don't have to keep redoing it. So every day that I'm with the dogs, their personality locks on to the hard drive of the imagination in my brain, and then it makes a automatic connection, and sometimes it makes these automatic things transpire, like me seeing the emotion of my dog. It being an instantaneous transfer. It's not like, let me think of her laughing. Oh, you laughing. Let me think of her being sad. Oh, you sad. No, because my imagination is deep within my hard drive, and I've activated my imagination so long with the girls, literally in an instantaneous moment, the brain synapses, as soon as I turn, it's already activating and making my imagination see her smile, see her laugh, see her do something like that. You see? And it's just a high level of dog ownership. That's really all it is. Creepy Bushman says, what up, JDK? Creepy. Hey, weren't you the one who said you was getting an SM? I still don't know a whole bunch about that dog, but I did see somebody talking about it recently. It looked like it may be a very decent dog to go with. So I do want to say congratulations to you if you're doing that. Now, I do hate to see you coming right now at this very, very second, only because, hey, baby, on a rare time, look, it look like the Dog Cave Power Hour. Look, we might be coming in under 2 hours here, man. We ain't got but 15 minutes left. We've covered all our videos. The big underlying theme of the show was Dawn of a New Age. If you're just tuning in, I just feel like a lot of new things are on the cusp, in the future. We're working on a lot of things behind the scenes. And here's the deal. a lot of times when I say a lot of good things coming, it's all about me having faith in what God's bringing. It's not because I have anything concrete. It's because I know that God is bringing something. And when you know that God is bringing something, well, guess what? That's a little bit thicker than concrete, baby. Hey, because it's a promise from God. But I just know things are coming. I'm feeling good about it. But other than knowing things are coming, I'm doing a lot of work. Just a lot of work trying to learn, doing a lot of research for the show. Trying to get better prepared for the future. And I do want to leave new viewers, old viewers, in between viewers with this. I need you. I need you to keep going. And if you misinterpreted what I said, I don't need you to keep going. I need you so I can keep going. The girls can keep going with this production. Whether you're a new viewer, old viewer, guess what? You can be Will Smith or somebody tuning in, whoever. You could be somebody in overflow. Guess what? You're the person I need. And God is going to bring the right provisions, the right people at the right time. I do want to let everybody know that has contributed, because even Carol Rush recently contributed to the Biking for Companion Dogs Fund. Thank you. It's about $115 now out of a $10,000 goal. But hey, I appreciate everybody for contributing. Guess what? We're going to get there, baby. But if you have already contributed, the show has seen that money and it has went to good causes. Just want to let you know that it's definitely helping. It's definitely helping. And you can always give. Once again, if you ever want to give, super thanks on an individual video, super chat, super sticker, live stream. Go to my About, Cash App, PayPal. You can help me out. That's a direct flow to me. And also my fundraiser, Biking for Companion Dogs. I got 2 months, baby. We got 2 months to raise this money. It's going to be happening at the very end of September, beginning of October, somewhere around that time. I'm going to be looking around to see when the best weather pops up, and we're going to hit the road. It's roughly about 70 miles. And just to let you know in brief, the Biking for Companion Dogs ride is, I scripted it as basically a ride around the perimeter of Memphis. So when you're going to see the video, you're not going to see like me riding and then it's a dirt road because I'm right on the edge of Memphis saying, "Oh, I'm on the edge, I'm finna fall over." No. It's it's the edge of Memphis to a certain degree. Because where I'm going to start off from, you can literally go 2 streets over, and that will probably be the most furthest I could probably go, but it's not the most practical, because the way I'm going is going to be the best way for film as far as, okay, showing you guys something, because I don't want to show you guys just a road for 20 miles. So the way I'm going is going to be the best scenic route, as well as taking me through different levels of the city. It's going to take me basically through all levels of the city. It's not going to be on the very, very outskirts of the city, but it's going to take me through all levels of the city in a big, big square. And that's what I'm doing to raise money so I can keep this show going. That's a very big project I'm doing. And I'm going to tell you later, as certain more things come about, of why it's going to be that much more important that I get help through that show. And I'm not even scared to ramp it up. We're going to have that fundraiser, but whatever God puts in my heart to do to keep this show going forward, then guess what? That's what I'm going to be inclined to do. Johnny K says, nothing beats your imagination. Creepy says, my first doll is in transit. He said, I'm patiently waiting. He said, okay, not patiently. I'm going to be honest. Once you see your doll in transit, that is the time to just look, tidy your house up and relax. Hey, she coming now, bro. Time is such an illusion. While you think it's going to be a long time, you're going to be hearing a knock on your door or a ring on your doorbell. It's all an illusion. Man, I just did a show saying about how I had a lot of new things coming in 2022. That was New Year's Eve. Man, it's this year's almost gone. I was thinking to myself, like, dang, hey, I was talking about all the new stuff that I was going to be trying to do this year. And I was like, man, this year is almost up, even though I have done it a lot because I changed some of the things about the show. My old viewers know that the beginning is different. I have a little different opening where I ask you guys to join the journey. So that's a bit different. I have all these different shows that wasn't here last year. I have Reset Sunday. It wasn't a staple of the show last year. I have the Dog King Power Hour, the one I'm doing now. It wasn't a staple of the show last year. I have the Venti Report that just popped up out of nowhere. It wasn't a staple of the show last year. I have the Scent Competition. It's part of the show now. Man, it's so many different parts of the show that it's ridiculous, and it's constantly growing. So it's a lot of things that have happened different this year. It's other bigger things that I said will be happening that I do believe that they will be happening as well. And like I say, the biggest thing, I'm just thanking God that he's going to keep this show going because I'm not looking back. I'm not even trying to look back, looking forward. So I appreciate you guys for being here today, though. It's been a hell of a stream. Good 1-2 punch. And me and Callie, we do have something to do. Actually, she's going to hold some things down for me. I have something I definitely have to take care of, and I get that handled. Definitely want to say happy birthday to my mom again. Not sure if she's still looking. I know she's probably busy with company, but happy birthday to her again. I love her. She's amazing. If you have your mother, your grandmother, whoever's the closest in your family right now, somebody close to you, love them, show them love while they're here. Like I say, all this time we have together is precious. Even when your life might not be working out the best, guess what? Appreciate everything that's happening. Look, let's appreciate this time. We got to chase our dreams, be alive, be creative, be healthy, be whole. Look, hey, it's all working out for your good, man. God got it all working out. And like I say, bear with me on the adventure videos. That's one of the biggest reasons, man, that a lot of people even first came over here, man, me doing my adventure videos. And like I said, I never did my adventure videos so I could get people to come over here. I did adventure videos because that's what I love to do. Take my girls out, be with them, have the wind in their hair for a second. So when God blesses me with more transportation, when he sees fit, we will definitely resume going out on adventures. But until then, we're going to be doing a lot of learning. We're going to make our music. We're going to do, I need to get some more dance videos up and just all type of things, reviews, everything is coming down the pipe. And I just appreciate you guys for being here. Creeper Bushman. Oh, man, Creeper Bushman with the $4.99 contribution. Thank you, Creeper Bushman. What did he say, though? He said, yes, SM Dog. I was seeing pics next week. Yes. And, man, I sort of figured out, look, if you do want me to show your dog, because I wanted to show my friend Heavy Metal's dog, but I couldn't the other day. I said, you know what? Show me your dog very well covered. And I will start trying to see if I can feature a dog every now and then on the show. I thought that would be cool. So show her, not just cover, but if you could put some clothes on her or something to where, like you say, like Callie, she got her little shirt on, her shirt dress on, and she's not showing anything revealing. So if you do something like that, it'd be cool if I can probably show people, hey, what's your doll or whatever, if you want me to show people what she looks like. So I think that'd be cool. And thank you for the $4.99 super chat, brother. Super sticker. And James Cross says, thank you so much, Jay, for guiding this journey. He said, finding you on here for sure positive life for me in this life. Man, I'm glad you found me too. I'm glad all of you guys found me. I'm glad that I found you as well. I'm glad I found this life that all it could provide for us. Not only the companion to our life, but we're going to grow spiritually, mentally, physically, in all areas of our life on this channel. And not only that, man, we're going to have fun while we're doing it. We're going to have fun while we're doing it. So, crowds with $2. Man, I just want to send another shout out to the Dog King Army team. Everybody's appreciated. You're getting a little too big to where I can't remember everybody's name off the bat. But that's the problem I want, because I do want the team to be big enough to where I'm not going to be able to remember everybody's name off the bat. I'm going to have to just every now and then manually go through and read people's names. So I definitely want to get to that point. And really, and not to deter my other viewers, because I love you all. I want the Dog King army to get big enough to where I do team only live streams. That's something else I want to get into. The only reason I haven't, because see, that's going to be built into one of the perks. But the only reason I haven't even delved into that yet, or adding that to a perk, is I just feel like the team is too small now. I don't want to do a live stream and only, I got a team member of 10, 11 people right now. What if everybody can't come? Then I have I don't want to do a stream for 2 or 3 people and nobody else can even possibly join. But if I have 200-300 team members and I do a live stream, and guess what? Even if I get 20 of you just for my team, that's a good number of people to stream for. Or even like I have right at this moment, we have 9 people. I'm cool with this type of a stream, 9, 8, 7, 10, 20, whatever it is. I don't want to put myself in a position to where I'm only doing it for 1 or 2 of my team members. But I may do a team member on a live stream to test some things out here in the future. But other than that, I want to say thanks for Kraus, Creepy, the other contributions I got to the show today, man. I just really appreciate all of you guys. Carol Rush, you guys are all appreciated for all that you do. But as of right now, man, I think we are going to close the show down. We're done. We've hit all the topics for the day. We went through all the videos. It's been another fun day. The streak is still going, baby. We coming right back at you tomorrow with a whole new video. I don't have no idea really what it's going to be about yet. I don't know. I do sort of got an idea. I just got to wonder if we're going to do it or not. So with all that said, it's been a hell of a time, guys. But as of right now, me, J. King Hefner, and the beautiful Cali Song, we are finna exit stage left and get the hell out of here. God bless you with everything you're praying for, hoping for. We know that abundance is over your life in whatever area you're hoping for it to be in. And remember this, believe to receive. Don't wait till you get things to thank God. It's already on the way. All you need to do is just believe. So with all that said, we finna cut stage left. We love you. We appreciate you. And until next time, we finna get the hell out of here. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Oh, nope, that ain't it. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Nope, that ain't it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. See you guys.